Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder Pilot from Empire Strikes Back. Let's get started. So this is the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder Pilot 6-scale figure. It's part of the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary collection. They come with a kind of a special, kind of a vintage looking box. I have the Boba Fett from the same kind of series from Empire Strikes Back. So they've released a few of these in that kind of box. I think they had a Vader and a Lando Calrissian as well, I'm pretty sure. So that's a nice kind of a touch. So this is $265. It is a pre-order product, but it is due to drop Q2 of this year, so you're talking sometime between April and June unless it gets pushed back. We're getting close. So let's take a look at this figure. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is what it comes with. Alright, so it comes with the lightsaber, which glows up and lights up. You have the kind of the motion effect version of the swap out part for the lightsaber. You have this kind of like, I'm not sure what to call this, kind of like a grappling gun, which he uses to shoot up to one of the AT-ATs and kind of basically get inside it and kind of destroy it. This here is the star of the show. The helmet, the actual pilot's helmet, has the Rebel symbol on it. It's heavily worn. I really like the paint application. This, hopefully it's going to be as good as I'll zoom in this later on, but hopefully the paint applications are good, and I really like that weathering and that rugged used look. It just screams vintage Star Wars, that kind of old style. It has kind of real, like that's what I loved about it. The Rebels didn't have these polished ships. It was more, makes sense. They're kind of like ragtag pulled together. You have a stand, which I won't use. I don't think this looks very well, and I don't tend to use them anyway because I prefer, if you look in the background there, I prefer cleaner setups. And these figures, like they're very high quality. Their articulation is great, and they're very well balanced. The vast majority of the time, it's very easy to get them to stand anyway. And then it has like the swap out hands. I really think the selling point here is the suit itself. I mean, that orange suit, that flight suit, it's really going to pop. It's iconic. He wore this flight suit when he was piloting the X-Wing or the Snowspeeder. I think it's very iconic. How many orange figures do you have on your shelf? It's really going to pop out. It's basically like a little piece of art. And the helmet, of course. So, if I was to criticize, besides the stand, okay, stand doesn't really matter because I won't use it. This here, how I would rate a good head sculpt, and Hot Toys does fantastic head sculpts. It looks like shrunken down version of the actor, the vast majority of the time. How I would rate a good head sculpt is someone who has no interest in Star Wars or Marvel or whatever comes in and sees an actor that they know or an actress, and they're like, okay, that's definitely them. So even if they know context, they'll know who it's supposed to be. I don't think you'd look at this and go, that's definitely Mark Hamill. Like, it's not terrible. I think this is maybe probably about a 7 out of 10, but they seem to struggle getting the Mark Hamill likeness, which is unusual because they've done it a few times. So I'm hoping, like, this is just a prototype. I'm hoping that they improve this. The prototype images tend to either improve by a few percent or maybe decrease by a few percent. Normally, there are those outliers that I've mentioned before, the likes of the Ant-Man or the Tony Stank, that are kind of way off the mark. But yeah, this, I wouldn't say this is way off the mark, but it definitely needs a bit of improvement. I hope it gets a little bit of improvement. This looks great, and even with the R2 unit down below, like that's so iconic for the Empire Strikes Back. It's just yeah, the flight suit. Like this. I don't tend to day one pre-order figures because you're tying up a non-refundable deposit, or if you pay it in full, you're tying up, like, this is $265 for what, a year or two, maybe more. It doesn't make financial sense. But I did day one pre-order this. I really wanted this. It's an original trilogy figure, and for me, like, Star Wars is the original trilogy. You know, the original trilogy, Rogue One, The Mandalorian. There are aspects of the prequels that I liked. I didn't like any of the sequels. I thought they were absolute garbage. And again, not trying to offend anyone if you're watching this. Not my cup of tea at all. Book of Boba Fett, I'm watching, I'm enjoying aspects, but not fully sold yet. But there are definitely, there's some very good episodes, but then there's been one particularly bad episode and some slow episodes. But I think, 2 episodes left. Hopefully it's building towards something. I'm not going to judge it just yet. It wouldn't make sense without watching all 7 episodes, I don't think. So back to this anyway. It was sidetracked there. I think this looks fantastic. I think this is I'm glad I day one pre-ordered. It's probably the figure I'm most excited about receiving in 2022 and getting a part of my collection, displaying it. Just that, not only just the nostalgia, and the word nostalgia gets thrown around. Yeah, it does bring me back to when I first saw this movie. It is my favorite Star Wars movie, but it's just a piece of art. It's very well put together. I love the color, and I love the fact that it's really worn and weathered looking and rustic. It's like, it's seen a few battles. It's not just shiny kind of brand new stuff, because it wouldn't make sense, because they're rebels. They're kind of cobbling things together. This is all day. So that's pretty much it. So in summary, look, this is the main piece here for me. Even I like the detail on this. So in summary, this was a day one pre-order for me. I think if you're a fan of the original trilogy, and Luke Skywalker, such an iconic character, this will definitely pop on the shelf. I mean, the two versions of Luke that I want are this and the Return of the Jedi one, which I'm going to wait and get the Mandalorian one and kind of tick 2 boxes there, because it was my favorite kind of version of Luke. So really excited about this. This was definitely, like I said, a day one pre-order, and I'm really looking forward to getting this and taking some photos and putting it up on my 1/6 scale Figure Focus Instagram. There should be a link there if you're interested. Go over there, see the type of photos I've taken. So that's pretty much it. So this is a definite buy for me. Have it on pre-order. So if you enjoyed the episode, if you agree or disagree with anything I've said, let me know in the comment section before. But if you've got any from this episode, if you enjoyed it, please go ahead and like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next one.